it was more of a guy like, okay, you just got to work extremely out this work hard, to have a good chance. And, luckily, I did that in my last year at Arizona. It it didn't go how it was planned to go,
Uh,
but I got the playing time that I needed. And that's the biggest part that I took from that. And then of course, school and everything. Started to do better at school. And luckily I joined a fraternity, Mega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. I was happy I
that-
did that while I
that's
was at.
that's the blue one, right?
Nah, it's purple and
Okay,
gold,
purple and
man.
gold. Okay, okay, my bad.
Yeah,
I know, I
you
know.
good, you good.
I should have known you had the purple on. Okay, Uh, yeah,
It was definitely a couple of good things, and obviously, of course, the bad things, is just the mental things of like trying to stay focused, not trying to beat down on yourself. Even when you face the adversity during that time of, you might not play this game, you might not.
yeah.
All you know is you got to be ready. You got to know your plays. When your name is called, you got to get ready to get in that game.
Hey, if you're just tuning in, it's Turf Talk 101 College Edition. We're talking to Big Tank from Reno Valley Parish, Orange Vista to the University of Arizona. COVID year. COVID year, we wrapped up like you kept getting pushed back. Supposed to go, kept getting pushed back. We all kind of knew from the outside as fans watching on ESPN, but it's good to hear exactly what was going on to some of the players as they were going through the transition. Now he's talking about his time at Arizona. Coaches got fired, coaches got hired, D-line coaches interchange. So your whole time that you've been playing football, kind of sort of from leaving Orange Vista, you like they've been playing like I don't want to say they. It's been a game of playing with your mentality. We're gonna go, son.
Yeah,
We not gonna go. We're gonna go in 2 weeks, son. We not gonna go. We get there. We're gonna have a fall camp. Maybe we not. We're gonna have 5 games. Maybe we not. So that has helped build your characters to somewhat. Now, I don't think nothing can really phase you, correct?
nah, nothing at all. I like to tell all like young dudes I seen and talk to, I'm like, brother, I see it all.
Yeah.
Been through it all.
Yes,
So
sir.
definitely going through all that. I like to pass on that knowledge as well.
Yeah, definitely. That's information that these younger athletes need to hear. And last year was your first year at Syracuse, correct?
No, this year.
You arrived last year. Like,
Yeah.
you arrived this year.
Yeah, right this year.
Yeah. Hey, time because we be DMing and chatting it up. I'll be losing track of
Yeah, yeah. Last year I was at New Mexico State. Yeah.
or last year you was at New Mexico State.
Yeah.
Okay. Talk a little bit about going to New Mexico State. How was that
Um,
experience, or it's nothing to talk about?
it's definitely something to talk about that experience. Coming out of Arizona, I had some really big offers. Then New Mexico State came along, and I kind of got looked at crazy because I chose New Mexico State over Auburn.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I kind of just took that New Mexico State route as like I need to go to a place where they're gonna develop me and I'm gonna be on the field a lot.
Yeah.
So, I took the New Mexico State route, and luckily I had a great defensive line coach. Man, I love that man to death.
Okay.
Like he really loves the game. He really understands. He knows how to teach. Not too many coaches know how to teach correctly, and that man know how to teach you, how to push you, how to motivate you. So my whole time being there, he really helped me elevate to the athlete that I am now.
Mhm.
And going into New Mexico State, there's not too much out there. If you go to Los Angeles, there ain't nothing out there.
Yeah.
So it's really just football in school. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So I kind of went into the mentality of like, you gonna eat or you gonna starve.
Yeah.
And that started to mold in me a lot of like, I have to get better. I can't be a player that's on the sideline. I've been through that in Arizona.
Yeah.
So it kind of just like it developed my consistency, my discipline,
Yeah.
my headspace. So it matured me a lot being out there
Okay.
as a football player I am. So I'm very grateful for that experience at New Mexico State.
And that's what I know we don't get to talk. I got a big brother, a big little brother. You know what I'm saying? He's the wide receiver coach for the Denver Broncos. Kerry Colbert, Darnell Bing is my family. Terrell Thomas, so I seen, Gary Bryant, that's my family. So he went from SC to Oregon. So you get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Everybody
yeah,
has these journeys, but from the outside, if you don't know these individual athletes, then you just have a perception. You don't know,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to say it without saying it. There's a lot of stuff that goes in the building that's the corporate business that people don't know from the outside because we're just so-called sports fans. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
like, oh, Tank, he been to 3 schools or whatever, but you don't know what's going on, just like they don't know the GB story or
yeah,
or these other stories. So that's why I think these kind of conversations are important, so people know, like, hey, it ain't dude didn't go to just 2 to 3 schools because he just didn't want to play there. It's like it's
exactly.
stuff that goes on.
Yeah, it's just basically, using your platform. New Mexico State was a place where we did a lot of big things at New Mexico State. A lot of that in that school history. Like that was like one of the great. It may be one of the greatest teams in that school's history.
Okay, so you was part of history right there.
I was part of history of that school. Like we made a lot of history at that school, going to back-to-back bowl games. And, being a 10-5 team and being the first team to be the SEC team at that school.
Yeah.
And going to a championship and going to a bowl game all in the same year. There's so many accolades that, where we broke for that school. So like that plays hold a special place in my heart because I was a part of that.
Yes, sir.
Anytime you're part of history,
Yeah.
that it means something.
Eh,
And definitely that D-line group was a special group. So
yes,
yeah,
sir. And sometimes, I don't know how you feel about, the big man upstairs. Hey, sometimes your journey is your journey for a reason, right?
exactly,
You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
New Mexico's gonna always have a journey, you know what I'm saying, part of your journey for a reason, because there's a much more of this book to tell, right?
Yeah.
So now we at Syracuse. Let's talk about what's going on at Syracuse.
Oh man, Syracuse. At least me personally, I love it up here. It was just getting used to the weather.
Yeah,
Boy, it's cold down here. I'm from the West Coast, so
yeah,
getting used to snow all the time
yeah,
is crazy. But nah, I love all the coaches. I love what they're doing. It's a special place up here. Like this place is gonna be real different. Like I don't know if you've been keeping up with us, but we get a lot of big time recruits coming
yeah.
up here because the culture that the head coach said, Coach Fran Brown. Like,
Okay.
like he's the truth. Like whatever he say, like he'll never lie to you. Like
Yeah.
this man legit. Then I'm blessed to have one of the best D line coaches, defensive coordinators in the game right now.
Okay.
Coach Elijah Robinson, man, great man. Coach Nick, man, comes from Colorado. So like this place is filled with a lot of special guys, a lot of special players. So like Syracuse is really the best place for me and the best place to be at. And I'm just so blessed and thankful.
And I could tell that when you told about coach, like you could see, you know what I'm saying, like I'm excited
Yeah,
for this year. And that's what as a parent or a brother or a family, that's what you want to see from your kids, man. Like you look like
yeah,
you happy, man. I know your mom and them is happy. I seen the pictures, with all the orange on. I'm like, oh yeah,
yeah,
Syracuse, okay. So, I could tell the family's happy for you and you're happy, and that's what's most important.
yeah,
I want to get into a little bit of football. As far as all the things that you learn from all the D line coaches you have, when you
yeah.
go somewhere like a Syracuse, are there new things to learn, or there's just better ways that they show you techniques and things like that?
It's just better things that you can learn because at least for being a D lineman, your toolbox is gonna be a toolbox. And whatever coach
Yeah,
teach you, keep that in your toolbox. You never know when you're gonna have to use it.
yeah,
And luckily at New Mexico State, he taught me a lot of the NFL
okay,
technique that they use coming here. He's teaching the same thing, but he's adding more to my toolbox.
mm,
And maybe, every coach uses different terminology for everything, but it's all the same thing at the end of the day. So from my standpoint, it just he added more to my toolbox right now. And that's all that is really.
yes, sir, yes, sir. Is the off season that you've been experiencing Syracuse, has it been a little bit different than the other off seasons?
Yeah, for sure, because we work hard over here.
I got you. I
Like
got you.
for sure.
Yeah.
Like I work hard, but Coach Fran, like he emphasized, he was like, I don't want soft guys. I need tough guys on this team. So he's definitely putting me and this team through a lot of hard workouts to see where I'm mental at. And I'm glad I'm on a team where we faced that adversity. We didn't break, crumble, like we got better from it.
Okay.
And we next time we see a workout, we were like, we're gonna attack this thing. Like
Yeah.
nothing gonna break us. We gonna show him he's not gonna break us. And that's one of the good things I'm glad about the workouts and how he's setting everything up. It's like I'm gonna build you to be tough. I'm gonna make you a man, but I'll make you a great football player as well.
Yeah. Hey, man, I appreciate you for hanging out with us on this Sunday, man. We've been trying to wrap it up. I definitely want to check in with you throughout the season just to see how you're doing, and
Yes, sir.
watch your dreams come true. Continue your journey. Once again, this is Big Tank, Syracuse Orangeman. Follow his journey. We'll have all this information in the description. But hey, I think we're gonna get you a couple Syracuse fans. We're gonna get a couple Syracuse jerseys out of this.
Yeah,
Make
man.
sure they put them funds to your name on them jerseys. We're gonna make sure we get them jerseys going. But hey, salute you, brother, and appreciate you for checking in, and thanks a lot, man.
No problem.
Have a good one.